So let's take it to the final game of the night.
Yes, please. Explain. I've never played this game.
The game is SUPERFIGHT.
SUPERFIGHT. So player 1, I guess you can be player 1 since you're the champ.
I forfeit my championship
Oh my
duties.
god, can you tell him to stop?
Someone else can start it out. Enjoy.
It's 1 versus 1?
It's a 1v1, but there is a group involved. You don't want an opportunity to take the first win?
Do you want to go ahead as the person
I want
to
to
the
learn,
left?
so I'll go ahead.
All right.
Are
So
you shitting on my infinite benevolence?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to me. Explain to me how to play.
I am legit. Like, legit.
I feel it here. And I'm hurting more because I have my own incompetence to deal with, and it's added to this bullshit.
You guys get to leave after tonight. I have to stay. I have to look at this fucking face.
So, Minh, you take 3 black cards and 3 white cards.
Who's player 1?
You are for the moment.
I'm player 1.
Yeah, so you take 2. And then you can be player 2.
3?
3 of each.
I already
3
played
of
2.
each?
Yeah. What?
Do I look at the card?
Okay.
Do I look at the card?
Yes, you can look at them. And you do the same, player 2. And basically what you have to do is combine two of these cards.
We should explain exactly what the cards are for people.
Okay.
Right?
So you have to combine the 2 cards. The black cards are attributes and the white cards are characters.
Okay,
give some examples.
So you have King Kong, the Loch Ness Monster, Stegosaurus.
So it's not unlike a Cards Against Humanity style game where you're combining attributes with nouns.
Is it even readable?
Not from that distance, no. You have to actually hold it up to the camera. But
you have black cards and white cards. The white cards are characters, and the black cards are attributes. And you have to combine 2 of them to make a fighter. So you pick 3 cards of each type, you make a combination, and you discard the others in a separate pile. So, Minh...
Okay, let's give it back to me.
So you had these, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I make a combo?
So you make a combo.
Right.
Alright, and then?
And these 2 we discard in a separate pile face down.
And those 2? So these are...
I think he gets to
these
keep
are garbage,
them.
right?
No, I think you get to keep them for the next round. It says just discard, but I feel like you get to keep
So then...
When it says discard,
you reveal your
combination. I reveal my combination.
Oh, so it's a fresh set of 3 every time?
I don't know. I thought you got to keep them and then play
them later on.
But maybe not. I might be wrong.
This card means it goes to the trash. So
what did it specifically said? Discard both of the other.
Then they
choices?
discard their remaining cards into 2 separate piles.
Okay.
One for the characters, one for attributes.
Okay.
In the event of a tie, after you've debated, both players draw a random white card and fight to the death with no attributes.
So basically, you fight and you argue why your character would win, and then everyone here
I thought we have a judge.
Everyone has to majority vote. Yeah, the majority votes on who they think takes it, right? And then and then you get a point if your character wins.
Okay.
If we can't decide who wins, or if it's a tie, then you both just draw a white card on its own, and you fight that.
And no
out.
attribute.
Yeah, no attributes.
And after I reveal mine, we both have to take an extra black, right?
If there's a tie...
on this...
If there's a tie, you both pull out a white.
No. Next, both players turn over their cards and reveal their fighters. Each player then draws a random black card from the deck and adds it to their fighter.
Okay. After the reveal. Okay.
I feel like this is the kind of game that the viewers can play with us. They can be the judge.
Oh yeah, the chat can be like...
Yeah, we can set up a survey monkey kind of thing, and whoever more convincing, the chat would decide who wins.
That is possible, though this is a YouTube video.
Sorry, YouTube.
What do you want me to tell you? You know? Yeah. I think, that's fine. That's fine. We can just do 1s and 2s. We can do 1s and 2s and see how people feel about it. But I feel like then we get no influence over the table. But
how about this?
No, but
you guys choose, and then chat can be the tiebreaker, since there's only 2 people that can vote. So if you guys each take a side, chat can come and tiebreak.
Chat counts as a vote. Audience count. The audience counts as a vote.
The tiebreaker.
There we go.
Yeah,
Because usually, if there's a tiebreaker, you take another white card. And once that's done, the winning fighter stays on the table for the next player to fight and does not get any new attribute in the next fight.
Well, we probably won't get any ties because it'll be
3 all the time.
it'll be 3. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so
Okay,
if we just do this as a pretend round,
All right,
you have
so-
to take a random one too.
A random one, and I show it.
So the only other thing I was
So
going
there's
to
a
say
winner
is
that stays on the table.
well, so you'd argue about your 2 things, and we have those rules down. The only other thing I think people should know is that there's an X factor that comes in later on in the game, which is purple and blue cards,
Okay.
and the purple and blue cards are extra modifiers.
Locations for blues and purples are scenarios. So you can draw one or both or none for each fight, either before the fighters are created or after to take them by surprise.
So what we should do, I think, is play the first game straight and then bring these in later on.
Definitely.
Okay.
Because Final Destination for the
I'll make my introduction. I'm a King Kong, can only be killed by a stake through the heart, and I'm armed with a piranha launcher.
Okay. I am Hercules. Can you read that?
Hercules, armed with a lightsaber that has 2 smaller lightsabers sticking out of the hilt.
Oh, okay.
Literally Kylo Ren. Wearing a bubble wrap suit. Yeah. So, by the way, you're supposed to pull the second black one after you reveal the 2 for the first black.
Right.
So.
Okay.
It's not all 3. Yeah. So, in this instance, I'd say your bubble wrap suit is shit compared to
definitely.
a piranha launcher. Also,
but I have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
And this is just a dumb monkey. I'm a god.
Excuse me.
It's your point to argue.
I am King Kong. I'm huge. And because I know what weapon you have, I'll play for keep ups. I mean, I'll stay afar with my piranha launcher, and I'll keep my distance to not let you get close to me.
I am a Greek god. Do you really think that I haven't come across a piranha launcher in the thousands of years that I have existed? I know how to turn.
You know what is the problem with this game? Is because I'm convinced by her. I'm gonna win if I cannot believe myself.
Because you can only be killed with a stake through the heart.
What she has is a lightsaber. What better weapon you can do that?
Bubble wrap armor, though. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna be your lawyer.
I don't even need the bubble wrap armor.
I'm not gonna be your lawyer, dude. Like, do your thing, but that's the other bit. Is like, I don't know how much we should speak up or not.
Man, we need a lawyer playing here. He would be good at this game.
So, lawyer, do you have anything to say?
Well, right now you have to be like, who wins the fight according to what they say. Did they
I'm
convince
not
you?
arguing. I think I'm losing. So
because you have your first own impression when you see the combination, and then they have to fight against your own impression of that. So right now I'm like, Hercules,
You're voting Hercules?
He is kind of a half god. I think that like he's done like 12 shores that were all deemed impossible, and all he has to do is stick a stake in your heart. I think he's gonna like Shadow of the Colossus that shit and just climb all over you.
But hold up, Ryan Gosling or Kevin Sorbo? What are we talking here? Are we going young? Are we going disappointed? Which way are we going on this, Because frankly, I think my vote goes the other way on it because
of the bubble wrap.
I think King Kong is zoning it out. I think King Kong is gonna fucking launch piranhas from a distance. King Kong is huge. He's not standing right in front of Hercules. He's got the range on him. He's probably up a building. Right? He's probably somewhere, and he's launching, and that bubble wrap is gonna get fucking chewed apart.
And then he's more nimble.
But either way, he's got to get at the heart, right?
Yeah.
Getting at the heart has to take him the time to not get ripped apart in that long-range battle.
Do you really think Hercules would let himself even get hit by those piranhas?
It's not about letting himself. It's about the weakness of his entire body versus the heart.
The weakness of Hercules.
Do you really think that he would even get touched by those piranhas?
This is exactly what I'm saying.
Hercules with a lightsaber will chop up that monkey.
I think he'd have to get in.
I think he would.
My vote as a voter goes to King Kong.
Interesting. I did not need to fight my bull battle. Woolie is doing it for me.
I believe in it.
I'm with the lightsaber.
All right, that's a one.
Like King Kong's gonna go like
one
shoot,
each.
shoot, shoot.
Thank you.
Hercules is gonna dodge that shit.
All right, audience, how do you
Even
feel?
if I don't dodge, I've got a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like,
gonna
is King Kong gonna
right
punch
through
you?
those
Like,
piranhas.
One, if you believe Hercules, armed with bubble wrap armor, and what? What else?
And
a lightsaber.
And a Kylo Ren lightsaber would beat King Kong armed with a piranha launcher and can only be killed with a stake through the heart.
One Hercules, King Kong 2.
Well, it looks like the audience feels that Hercules would win that fight.
I believe so.
You have made the right choice. Thank you.
He has a lightsaber. He's nimble. King Kong is like,
Yeah, I didn't see the way out of there. I already gave up.
Round over, I'm no longer invested.
All right then. So the winning fighter stays in the ring.
Yeah.
And player 3, the player next to the left now, creates a fighter.
So you keep your black card.
I keep it.
Keep your point. Put it somewhere.
No, I keep all this. That I now have. This same person has to go up against Reggie.
Oh, the
Yes.
fighter stays in the
Yes.
ring. Okay.
And if you win-
arcade, the winner
But
stays.
is there? But like,
If they win 3 times in a row, they earn... no, the player who wins the fight wins 1 point. So you get 1 point right now.
okay, I was gonna say there's a point. Yeah.
And if you win 3 times in a row with that one, he's retired. He's too
Right.
good, he's godlike, and you get 3 points. And
So we
next.
get a new game, a new
Yeah.
battle.
So,
and we're playing to
Points.
How many
10
points?
Something.
5. First to 5.
yeah, first to 5.
All right, first to 5.
Okay, but that didn't count. That was a
Okay.
trial.
I think that should count.
No, because I didn't. I
Oh,
chose
no, it's
randomly.
true. He chose randomly.
I chose
yeah.
randomly to do the example.
He showed like all the
I
examples
would,
here.
do you think I would take King Kong?
Oh, you didn't piece it together. Okay, all right. Fine,
was writing.
I put a lot of energy into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you actually went random on it. Okay, I'm gonna get some point counters so
Okay,
that
cool.
we can keep track of the points.
So should we
So
restart
then I
all
should
together?
put this away. Eh?
Yeah, we should restart. Because
God damn it.
I'm just not sure what happens with the stack here.
I think that's just a disc.
it's a discard. It's forever. It's done. Donezo.
Okay, we're gonna go through
But
that.
but we
quick.
can put it back because we're shuffling right now. We're starting a real game now.
Right.
Like, I wonder if we have to reshuffle these black cards together after, or I don't know. Right?
No.
No?
They stay in the discard. It doesn't go back to the deck.
The cards in this deck are exclusive Loot Crate deck cards. Okay.
Okay. So, do you guys want to do a real round now?
Yeah. So how about we decide who starts as a fighter, right?
Well, I guess.
I'm still down to judge for the first round.
Well,
I could go.
should we just go around? So like it'll be me and him.
Yeah,
now?
yeah, that's good.
So who starts?
Me and Steph.
Okay.
We need to create some animosity here. Too much friendliness happening.
We already hate you plenty right now.
Oh, that's perfect. When you have a board game night and there's two nice people, there's nothing more boring.
Can I research?
Oh, do you not know what it is?
I don't know a lot of the people. I subtly researched the first one.
I
I didn't know who Hercules was.
Can we dress up the character? Example given, like if you have like Eagle, can you be like, oh, that's actually Storm Eagle, or does it have to be an eagle?
Dress up. You can't do anything.
No.
No. You have to do exactly what it says.
Fair.
Okay. Assuming whatever the default costume
Yeah.
would
But
be.
it's interesting that your question earlier when you said which Hercules is it Kevin Sorrow? Like how do you because different Hercules can be. Right?
It was ultimately a joke, but if we all agree on Ryan Gosling, then fuck, that handsome man wins all battles. Quite frankly, if you don't know who it is, I can just like
But I
help
don't
you
know
out.
if this is just like a noun or.
I'm a judge, so it's okay. Hold on. Yeah.
And then when I looked it up.
That could be one of two things.
But I don't even know who these two are.
All right, this is my discard pile here. I don't know if it
Okay.
matters.
Okay, yeah. So no, that is referring not to the modern day version of that, but to the like old school job.
Okay, so the job.
The old school job.
Okay.
Because that could also
animals.
yes,
Okay.
that could also be referring to a modern day form of music.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that then. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is my combination.
So the first two.
All right. So this is what I have. I have Goliath
Take the discard.
shooting lasers out of his ears.
Goliath shooting lasers out of his ears.
Which Goliath?
I assume the guy that lost to David.
Yeah. Biblical Goliath.
Yes.
And not Disney's Gargoyles Goliath.
No.
Keith David.
See, he's allowed to choose, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all the same Goliath. It's not specific on which Goliath it is. So
How you want to play this?
I'll go with the biblical one.
Okay.
Because there's only one weakness.
Not Keith David?
No.
What's the weakness?
I'm not telling you. You should know your Bible studies.
Hey, babe. How did Goliath lose?
Don't.
You used to go to church.
I went to Catholic church.
You know, it's interesting.
We're not real
It feels like she's bribing the judge, or a conflict of interest, or whatever they call it.
I may be a piece of shit tonight, but I am not corrupt.
Okay. I'll reveal. I'm a trapper that turns everything they touch inside out.
Okay.
Trapper.
So that's where I was like,
Jesus.
I'm like, do they mean like trappers in like modern hip hop context? And it's like, no, it's referring to the old job.
Like catching animals and stuff. And
Yeah.
Furs.
Why
Daniel
is that
Boone.
Hunter?
Okay.
Because it's
different from hunting.
it's a type of like
You set traps up versus
going
running
to
at
shoot the thing.
I don't assume that this is like an instant Midas touch. You know, it's like you would have to work.
No, wait.
on
Are
me,
you
right?
debating right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so how
Round
long,
one.
How long do you
But
want to
don't
let them debate?
I think as long as it takes.
I mean,
3 minutes?
Yeah,
5 minutes?
We're good. We'll feel it out.
Well,
If we get to a point of
Oh, we need
stress.
to add something
We
else.
have the random one.
So right now, the character select screen is showing us Goliath shooting lasers out of his ears. Biblical Goliath,
Yes.
as he specified.
And I
versus a trapper of the old school who turns everything inside out that they touch.
The best trapper. Okay? I
All
just
right.
need to trap you, and you're powerless, and I just touch you, and it's over.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
Now,
So let's see what the other...
that is too strong.
as the stage loads in and the characters appear, what costumes did we get?
All right, I'm getting an
what
extra
items?
Cannons instead of hands. Bro.
Goliath shooting lasers out of his ears with cannons instead of hands.
You get
Versus
4 projectiles, basically.
a trapper who touches everything and turns it into gold.
and who is really, really good at parkour. Really.
Really?
Whoa.
Really good.
So,
Damn.
not only am I
This
world-renowned trapper, but I can dodge those fucking lasers and those cannons.
Yo,
I'm good at parkour, man. Parkour.
Okay.
zoning.
Okay, there are many things. I have problems with this matchup, okay? Because the trapper, sure, you're good with fur, but everything that you touch turns inside out. Instantly, no, you need love to make a nice moccasin, to make a nice hat out of fur. You can't just touch it and
We're
make it
not
happen.
talking about skinning. I just touch you and you turn inside out.
This is ridiculous.
Black,
not
white
only
on
that,
black.
not only that,
May I read it?
not only that, you're really good at parkour. But to be really good at
Inside
parkour,
out.
you need to like look at your environment and decide where to jump next.
I'm gonna deny you're turning one of her cards into not a card by saying the ability is not what it is. That shit is JoJo style.
Okay, fine.
On contact, your body is
upside down.
inverted.
All right.
You know,
now
in my opinion, as a judge, we have to sit this out. They have to let them talk and debate it.
Fair enough.
Whether you believe,
All right, that's
you
fair.
believe what he's
I
saying.
don't want to influence it too much,
That's
but
fair.
I think it would be more fun if we
You
just
touch my
threw it a little
warrior,
bit.
Oh, yeah.
you
Gotta
touch
throw it
my
a little
fighter,
bit.
he turns inside out
It's gotta be
instantly.
entertaining.
That is a great point. But
But-
parkour, you need to be sure that you can make that jump, right?
And I'm really good at
And
it.
you're really good at it. But I'm the Goliath, right? And I got lasers and cannons. So you think that I'm not gonna just like play it passive, knowing that you can turn me inside out and look at where you can jump next and shoot cannons and lasers everywhere where you could possibly jump and circle you and trap you there like a decent trapper?
Rebuttal?
As a really good trapper, remember, a trapper's out in the wilderness. It is in tune with its environment. It picks up when the wind changes. It knows what's going on around him. So I would know when you're pointing your cannons at me. I have that sixth sense, okay? And I can dodge because I'm really good at parkour.
Okay, the only problem for you is...
Closing thoughts.
You're not trying to catch a fox or a ferret. This is a Goliath. It's humanoid with the thought capacity of watching out for your trap bullshit.
Do you not know how excited I am as a trapper? This is the prize. Okay? I've been working up to this. I've been practicing on each animal. I've been going up the ranks. And baby, I'm so excited to trap you.
All right. So, I don't know about you, but I think this is pretty fucking open and shut.
I think it's one-sided.
Yeah. Here are the reasons I'm going to give, right? One, Goliath on his own, whether you know it or not, his weakness is hubris.
Okay.
Right? Because he thought he had everything. He was overconfident.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is don't be overconfident. But also, a fucking rock in the dome will put you down. David shot a slingshot at him.
That's it. Oh.
A single rock put him on the ground.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
But
so,
trapper wouldn't.
his abilities are lacking, to say the least. All he has going for him is size, but he's a born loser. In every story, right?
Yeah.
Second, lasers out of the ears, worthless. Why? It prevents him from getting ambushed, but to lock on to where he needs to shoot to kill you, he's got to turn his ear towards you, no longer having a visual.
I gotta say that's the dumbest shit ever.
He doesn't need it though. He has cannons and
He has no, the lasers out the ears is worthless because one, he's got to turn his head sideways to actually land the hit, losing visual confirmation on someone who's doing parkour, and two, the bitch can't hear. He can't hear anything coming.
Why would he not hear because of lasers coming out of his ears? That makes no sense. It's light amplification.
I'm sorry, your time is over. It's a judge. We discussed
light amplified by simulated emission of radiation.
You guys are worse than American Idol judges. Right?
However, lasers in the context we all know that if you want, you can either go with real lasers that don't do shit, or the lasers that hurt you and make noise. You want to go pew-pew or lights, baby? We can do it either way, but it's pointless. It's a useless card, right? And finally, cannons on the hands, pretty good when you're not fighting a parkour master who just needs to make one touch.
The Goliath will be too dumb to be coming, attacking me.
Lasers are worthless.
Goliath could be the smartest guy ever, but he's not fast.
Hubris, overconfident, goes down with one touch to the dome. That hubris is going to get him stuck in a trap, and then dodge all those bullets. Not even guns, by the way. Cannons, slow ass boulders for shots. Dodge, touch. Game over. That is a free win for the trapper. That's what I say.
All right.
Well, me as a judge, I'm not. I think that as a judge, I should not make the fight for her. So I only vote. And I vote for her.
Okay.
I vote for her.
So it doesn't. So that's
for the trap.
Yep, that's 2-0. That's 2 over.
Okay.
That's a done battle.
Ridiculous.
It's 2 OP. It's 2 OP. So let's put these in the discard.
That's next to you.
Discard.
Oh yeah. Now Reggie, now that the round's over, tell us how you really feel. Yeah.
He's not as dumb as okay, sure he lost to a rock. But in this case, if there was a super fight, he would be ready. He wouldn't get taken off guard in a super fight. He'd be ready.
With the cannon hands. That's all he's got.
Right? It's worth nothing.
My investment is gone. We've moved on.
Snipers don't aim at the target. They aim ahead of where they're moving.
You know what? It's interesting about cannon hands.
What?
Is you cannot type on a computer.
Yes, definitely, because Goliath working a 9-to-5 job at Sun Life Building.
Hey, he could have built a satellite that shoots nuclear or whatever,
All right, so these extras go in the discard pile, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
discard pile right here.
All right.
Throw them away.
So you're the champ.
I'm the champ.
That's first win.
That's
A
one.
win-win. Hey,
Now, Woolie.
how do you take it?
First
What is it?
point,
Is that-
Steph.
What is it? What's that?
It's a Kirby.
Oh,
that's really cool.
There you go.
Oh my god, this makes it so much more worth it to win now. I just want the Kirby.
All right. So
So does she keep all of these?
Yeah.
It's her champion.
yeah, that's
right now.
that's the champion. That's
right.
the character.
But when you come in and then we add a random one, is she gonna get more?
No,
more stuff?
no, only,
No, that'd be too
no.
So
strong.
that she's done.
I'm already
Yeah,
so
yeah,
strong.
yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
unfair.
it would be unfair to keep adding.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to introduce a new challenger, Star-Lord, armed with a limitless loot crate.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
How do you want to use this power? Oh,
Well-
actually, maybe you should.
well, quite frankly, this is what we would call mallet space, right? Mallet space refers to the place that cartoon characters can reach in
Right.
and pull out anything. So it is a pocket dimension in a box.
Okay, but a loot crate. Right?
Yeah.
So loot crate, we're not talking about magic. There's no magic in loot crates. I get it that it comes from magical space, but the loot crate boxes will have real life objects in them. Correct.
Well, it's limitless. Anything can be in them. But
Limitless
let me introduce. I'm just setting my tone
Yep.
for everyone, and I will introduce the new factor, which is Star-Lord armed with a limitless loot crate and can fly at the speed of molasses.
What is molasses?
Wow.
A really
Melasse.
slow, sticky substance.
Melas.
So you're saying you're fucking slow?
Yep.
Yeah, can fly slow.
Can fly slow.
Can fly slow. All right,
That's a
Star-Lord.
slow ass flying.
Okay. So, as I was saying, Star-Lord on his own.
Meh.
Who here is familiar with the MCU? Have you seen
I've
Guardians
that.
of the Galaxy?
Yes, I've seen the first one. I was told to
Sure.
dodge the second one.
Have you didn't see the second one?
I was told it was trash.
That's not true. It's pretty
Really?
good. I liked it.
Oh,
MCU?
Yeah, did you see
I see everything. I saw everything.
you saw
Okay.
Guardians 2?
Did you
Yeah.
see Guardians
Like
2?
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, spoiler alert for anyone who didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's a pretty old movie at this point in time. It's unfortunate that I'm going to need to...
Oh, go ahead. I don't know. It's Marvel.
Okay. Well,
No offense to anyone.
Okay. Well, in addition to Star-Lord being capable of handling the Infinity Stones, do you remember his lineage? Steph? What was his lineage?
The planet.
He is the son of Ego, the living planet, who is a fucking celestial, aka the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So he is the son of effectively a god. On his own without those black cards.
Yes.
And I give him infinite mallet
Anything
space.
he wants.
He doesn't have to fly, he can teleport.
Wait, can he really teleport?
With his abilities, he can go all over. He can do tons of shit. Right? As a half.
Can you remind me precisely, though, as the god? Because I don't remember. Refresh my memory. I just remember planet. What can he specifically do? Because I can work with the
Well,
planet.
Ego-
I can work with the planet.
Ego the living planet is his dad in the movie.
Yes.
He's not a planet, he's a celestial.
Okay, so
He'll-
tell me what a celestial is.
A celestial, if we're going to get our definitions absolutely correct, are the beings at the beginning of, well, there's the forces that create the universe, like eternity and death and those things. Those are constants.
Okay.
But then at the birth of the universe are the celestials, and at the end of the universe are the celestials.
Okay.
They are the fucking the untouchables. And we're looking at Star-Lord, who is half that. So that's my step. That's my setup. Now, we've established what the Trapper can do, but that's my introduction.
But you're saying, okay, so he's a celestial. But what would a half celestial do? I need specifics. It's fine that in this other universe, there are the things that were at the beginning and at the end. But they haven't seen no Trapper before.
Okay. Energy manipulation, space, ability to survive in space, ability to travel great distances, teleport, do all
And is
kinds.
that specifically Star-Lord type of celestial? Are there
traveling a great distance at a molasses speed?
Flying.
Flying at a molasses speed through space.
Okay. Quill specifically, as a half celestial. Let's get, because admittedly, if, as you know, I don't want to go too slow on this, but
because I guess what I remember from the movie was that he chose not to act on this side of his father's. He chose to stay human. He's got a good heart, right? Why would he want to use the evil side? He would not.
He hated his dad. He hated his dad. But if his life depended on it, if it was a death battle, if it was a...
And his life has depended on it, and he hasn't pulled that shit out.
If it came down to brass tacks, then he's going to use his abilities.
I don't remember him using his abilities in the end movies.
In what?
I don't remember what the name of the movie was. You know, just the end of the big MC.
You know, I was with you there until I don't know which version movie. I'm sorry.
So I just don't remember the name.
So how do you know it's true?
Well, I just remember him not turning into a planet.
How do you convince me that you remember it real? That what you're stating is fake.
Endgame.
Look, Celestials are almost invulnerable, unless you have a something on the level of Black Bolt screaming at full power. Unless you have a Franklin Richards, or unless you have Galactus on your side, all of which are S-class beings in the Marvel Universe, you're not taking out a Celestial. This is kind of how it goes.
Let me defend. Can I defend?
You can defend.
Okay, I'm just going to say...
quite frankly, the defense rests over here.
I'll end it at...
The attack rest.
Excuse me, the prosecution.
Yeah, right.
I will end it at, in the movie, his father does get beaten, so it's not unbeatable. And we're talking about Star-Lord here, who has a heart, who did not call upon these abilities when, the end of the universe was going to happen. So I think as a trapper, I just need to touch him once.
You didn't see the movie. What do you mean that is true?
Well, I saw Endgame. He didn't do shit.
Okay,
he didn't use it.
He beat his dad using his own shit.
Yeah, but that was daddy complex. You know what I mean? You always do that kind of stuff. I just gotta touch once. I just gotta touch once.
There you go.
Someone who doesn't use that ability very much.
I've explained.
And who can be beaten.
I've explained the stakes, and you tell me if you think a pretty nimble trapper can defeat a god. They move planets.
He's really good at parkour.
They move planets.
That's super important.
Can you?
You can parkour all over a planet as it is moved.
And I just gotta touch
out
you
of the
once.
way.
I just gotta touch you once.
What is it about touching once?
Can a trapper survive in space?
Because then you turn inside out, and then you.
Can a trapper survive in space? How's he gonna get to space? Star-Lord's floating out in space. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
At the speed of molasses.
How's the trapper gonna get there?
Floating out in space, and then he's got to come towards me, and then I just got to touch him. I can stay on my planet. Come.
I feel like we need some kind of rule established here because, it's getting all the chaos.
It is. Anyway, you guys make your vote. You make your vote. You make your vote, and I see how much you don't want me to win, and that's okay.
Assuming
that's okay, I understand.
That the card that was dealt that Woolie picked, assuming that Star-Lord is really that powerful, and he has a limitless loot crate, which means that he could take out anything he wants.
I didn't even bring that up.
Any weapon from any universe, or so broken, or any energy thing,
or put him inside of it.
You could put the trapper inside of it.
You have to touch me, though.
Anyway, it's your vote, guys. It's your vote.
If he can dispose of the trapper without even coming close to the trapper, which I feel like he can. You can parkour all you want, but even a gun would take you out. So I'm going to have to side, unfortunately, with Star-Lord.
I vote for the trapper.
Oh.
Not because I'm against you. Because she made a convincing argument for me.
About which part?
Well, about the part that you're not a fucking celestial anymore. Because, you're back to being a fucking human. One of them.
But a human with Guns.
With guns, so parkour can avoid guns.
Parkour cannot avoid guns.
Yeah, in MCU it can. If you're using MCU a universe for your argument, hold on. I can say whatever shit I want because I'm judge. You cannot debate me on this. You cannot debate me on this. This is my take. No one is
there are bad judges.
Okay. So even if it's like he still is half celestial. Like I can't fight the point.
You cannot fight the point.
Yep. You have the final say.
Yeah.
The only question
even
is,
if I'm wrong.
Are you a judge? Are you open to hearing? But it's fine.
I'm not. I'm not because I think there should be like established rules. So we can contain. It would be not too chaotic. What's happening right now? I think it's too chaotic.
Okay, so that does
so that means the chat.
Does this go to the audience? Then?
Yeah, his argument was MCU level parkour would dodge whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter.
I don't even need an argument.
Let's go to the audience.
It's just a vote.
All right.
I'm just voting.
So let's go to the vote. Number 1 is Star-Lord armed with a limitless loot crate, and he can fly at the speed of molasses. Number 2 is a trapper that turns everything they touch inside out and is really, really good at parkour.
Damn.
It is pretty divided.
It's pretty divided.
It is pretty divided.
We need a survivor monkey. Do you have a
trapper?
A mod right now?
Yo, it seems like trapper. I see a lot of 2s.
Ooh, the 2s are raising. Okay,
it
two
was,
wins. 2 wins.
It was 1-1, but then the onslaught of 2s.
The ones are coming back.
No, stop skewing. Like
I'm not skewing. I'm honestly not skewing.
No, I unless it's the same people typing 2 again.
It's pretty divided. I'm not trying to. Motherfuckers are saying 3.
I think we have a choice. We have to start a straw poll. Do you have a mod?
No. If it's really divided, we have to add another card.
We have to add another card.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
How did it work? In the event of a tie, both players draw a random white card and fight to the death with no attributes.
Okay.
The table votes again.
You want to go first, or should I?
I'm not.
Sorry, you want to go first, or should I?
Well, I'll go first since I was.
Yes, you were the champion.
All right.
I take a white card.
Yeah.
Yes, just a white card. That's it.
Okay. And
motherfucking
France.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna touch France?
Okay, but is this added to this, or is it aside?
No, this is on its own. On no attributes.
So
France.
Bad luck.
The entirety of the country of France.
The entirety of the country and its people. The greatest army of all time historically.
Do you know what is the reputation?
Right now.
Count the wins.
Historically.
Count the wins. Count the wins.
Glasgow. What do you have?
France. You think this A stands for it?
Do we give like 2 minutes for debate?
I got no debate.
No.
Versus a sushi chef. A sushi chef. I mean, a sushi chef. A sushi chef.
How are you going to beat France?
A sushi chef.
There you go. A sushi chef. It's hard. It's hard.
A sushi chef versus France.
I think it's clear.
You have to debate. You have to convince me because right now.
So that's what I'm saying. Do we give 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Each?
So my opening, middle, and closing statements.
That's not enough for me, by the way. That's not enough. It's just a sushi chef.
My opening, middle, and closing statements.
I got all of France.
France. Ladies and gentlemen, refer to the history books.
All right. I think we good. Then we can vote.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I'll vote for France.
I'll vote for France.
Has no one seen anime here?
Hey, listen. You didn't even try. You just went like,
I'm sorry.
France is a bunch of losers. I'm not gonna go and.
Have you not seen the abilities with the knife?
Yeah. Do you know what? During your time that was given to you, that's what you should have said.
If you were in court,
you should have said, "Have you seen it?" You didn't do it.
If you were in court, the judge would be like, "You got nothing to say." No, look at this asshole. Look at me. Look at me. No. You will not turn this court into a sham.
I feel like my turn is taking too long.
Yeah, well, get the fuck out of here. Another point for you.
The trapper's doing mighty well.
All right, well.
How did you lose this? That's what I have to say.
I'm surprised.
Would you have accepted anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I had in mind what I would have accepted, but you didn't try.
You could have attacked their culinary skills, and the sushi chef would have like brought them down to shame, forced them to quit. But no, your hubris caused this.
Wait, I'm allowed to add I could have made it a battle about sushi?
You could have done anything.
No, that's no.
You could have done anything except doing nothing.
In my opinion, you can say anything that you want.
Anything.
It's up to the judge to believe you or not.
And you said nothing. You just said it's a sushi chef, and look at France.
Okay.
Well, no. That was not gonna fly with me.
Excuse me. I thought I had no chance at all. I had no faith in my sushi chef. Sushi.
What was that?
My food maker.
There you go.
Damn, I don't like my odds.
What was the second Kirby you got?
This one.
Hold it up for the camera.
Yeah. Oh yes, they're all different.
They're all different.
And you can stack them up. You can even have a star.
Technically, you can stack them, but it has been difficult.
Make him do the Kirby dance.
Yeah, I know the Kirby dance.
Make them do the
Kirby
Kirby
dance. I
dance.
just don't want to do it. I don't know the Kirby dance. We played Kirby once. I just think it's a cute little cartoon for me.
Like, why am I even?
Okay, all right.
I'll take it.
Why is this even a thing? You're wondering.
All right, Minh.
All right. I'm revealing.
What do you have?
Okay, I am the King Arthur.
Okay.
Wearing a scuba suit.
King Arthur wearing a scuba suit.
Yes.
So that's 2 levels of touching needed.
And hold on. And super fight is that
Pull your black card.
Okay. Leading a team of trained velociraptor.
King Arthur wearing a scuba suit, leading a team of trained velociraptors.
So again, that's Pratt. Again.
That's basically Chris Pratt one more time.
Again. Okay. So Jurassic Park King Arthur.
It would have been awesome if it was Star-Lord leading a team of velociraptors. That would have been...
That would have been godly.
Like, you can't... Like, just on principle, you can't
have to let it pass. Like,
you can't.
3-point champion? 3-point champion.
Yeah,
Okay, let's move on.
Okay,
I beg to differ, but go... Yeah, you may...
what you call a 9-10.
Has the challenger a start? Okay. I'm King Arthur. I got a big-ass sword, and probably got the round of the night table... with me, helping me. Which means I have a castle. I don't care. I don't care. When it's your turn to judge, you say whatever. You can believe me or not. This is my moment. I say whatever you want. It doesn't have to be believable, but I can say what I want. So what I'm saying is that my King of Arthur has a castle, and it has wearing a scuba suit, which means I can stay underwater. And because why would I stay underwater? It's because you're a trapper, and your trapper has no skills underwater. You cannot do anything underwater because and I stay there and I can breathe with my scuba diving thing. And while I'm underwater, surrounded by a castle, by the way. So it's a castle underwater. I can send a bunch of velociraptor attacking you with your parkour.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to point out that velociraptors are animals. Yes. I am very acquainted with how animals work. Even though they are trained, as a job, my life depends on knowing how they work and trapping them. I don't even need to get messy. Literally, I just set my shit up and it does it for me. I don't even need to be close. And even if I was, the raptor tries to touch, inside out, dies.
OP.
It's over. Okay? It's over. I can kill so many just at once because it just, anytime it touches any part of my body, it just dies.
So it would never be lethal?
It will not. How?
Well, what if a velociraptor gets like your jugular and you're like, turn inside out?
Are we allowed to talk?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to, if you think it's your stream.
And I was being mean.
Judges have questions.
I was being mean to Woolie. I said he couldn't talk, so I don't think he should talk.
I should not be talking. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Only
to
when
you
you're certain.
Foremost, and to you for cutting you. Keep going.
Please, continue.
Okay. And then I would say to counter your underwater thing, You have a limit underwater. I'm just going to set my traps up, and as soon as you get out of the water, I'll get you.
Rebuttal?
I'm allowed? Okay. I can send one of the Velociraptor to bring more scuba diver suits so I can stay underwater more.
What?
That's fine. It'll be a waiting game. I'm going to count on my trapping and hunting abilities to survive outside.
Cool.
Over you staying underwater for whatever.
Oh!
Cool. Okay. What happens when I go outside
Closing
of the water?
statement?
I'm going to trap you.
Okay.
Trap with what?
With my trapping tools. I'm not going to reveal my secrets.
Okay. I think I've heard enough.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, quite simply, King Arthur would have a sword. King Arthur would not have the Knights of the Round Table. I don't give a fuck what you say. It doesn't specify that he has a castle. I don't give a fuck what you say. Mm-hmm. It is King Arthur with a scuba suit, not a suit of armor. Right? But that doesn't even matter as much because he specified he would lame it out, right? We didn't specify the location, but let's say that he's laming it out underwater and the Velociraptors are doing most of the fighting. The Trapper doesn't even have to trap the Velociraptors because the moment they try to touch him, they would die. The Velociraptors cannot defeat him because even if he lost in running from them with the amazing parkour skills, they would die upon trying to bite him.
But it's a team.
They all die.
Velociraptors.
What can they do to him that doesn't involve touching him?
He would need to be Neji if there are 3 attacking at the same time.
No.
You don't say anything.
On contact.
You don't say anything.
Right? If they all bit him at the same time, they would all turn inside out.
So when they bite,
instantly.
They turn.
Instantly.
It's not when the Trapper touches.
The word says touch. Touch is the entire. It's the
entire skin. Then you can't defeat.
They can't kill him without touching him. He completely turns them all inside out, and there's nothing left for him because his raptors are all turned inside out. If he kept one back to go fetch another scuba suit, and then that doesn't change the fact that there is no victory.
So would you argue that even if King Arthur swung with his sword, the sword would turn inside out?
The strategy presented was hiding underwater and waiting, not even fighting, right? In the meantime, the Trapper, knowing that this is now a lamed out battle where he has a limited amount of time to breathe, the switch has to occur. If the switch is going to occur, there has to be a moment of exposure. Yes. And the Master Trapper will capitalize on that moment, especially with no resistance. This is a free win for the Trapper.
This power is overwhelming. Everything touch inside out. For me, it was at least with the hand. But if you're saying that, if a baby trips on the Trapper's leg and he's going to explode inside out, then there's nothing I can say.
The claws, the teeth, the tail, whatever they use to touch him, they have to touch him. And if they go anything beyond skin deep or even skin deep, they're gone. Doesn't matter. That's me. So that's full on vote for the Trapper.
What's your vote?
Undisputed.
Undisputed. There you go.
Trapper
check. Because of these rules, though.
You're gonna get.
The touch is
and with that, and that's
over.
No, man,
that's a combination of
that's not just that. Woolie nailed it down when he said, "My strategy." I'm talking about my strategy, which is laming it out. So, if I lame it out, how do I win?
The Trapper's gonna find it.
If I play defense, how do I attack?
Right. He sticks his head out of the water to breathe and get the new suit, and in that moment, a fucking bola wraps him up, and he's and that's the end of that.
For me, if the Velociraptors could attack. If it bites here and the Trapper has to go and touch the Velociraptor to turn it.
Not just with my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Because to me that is fair.
I'm
but if it's
around in the woods
you're untouchable, you're untouchable.
Yeah.
So that's
what happens if I hit the Trapper with my sword?
Would the sword turn inside out?
Underwater?
What is outside out actually means in that context with a sword?
For me, it would be living things.
But with a contact with a sword,
I would kill the Trapper, but
I think we can just.
But see,
I think the Trapper is really good.
I should have. Yeah, I should have said that if I was my strategy.
I don't think the sword makes a difference in the water. What are you going to do with a sword when you have no ground to swing with? A sword in the water is kind of garbage. You can use it like an underwater spear, but it's not great.
God, it's so dumb. The reason why I used the thing water in the first place. Oh, you go ahead, give it to her.
It's inside.
It's because I was like thinking like, hey, parkour is useless on the water.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking that in a fucking.
And I'm seeing him parkouring the wall next to the water and just fucking shooting Ebola, and that's it. You are rewarded with the American Kirby, angry as a motherfucker. Look at him. He's so pissed.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, he's retired.
Too strong.
So the chopper touching the scuba suit would have been enough, right?
I feel like no, I would have to touch skin.
The scuba suit.
If he kept the
Okay, let's not dwell because we can stand here
forever.
The scuba suit would turn inside out while he's wearing it. It's just as bad as touching the guy.
Yeah. Okay. So anything will get turned. Even a sword, even a suit. Anything.
You get think about sitting inside of a transformer while it transforms.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Okay.
That's an OP character, and now they're gone.
Nice draw.
It was a really strong draw.
Really strong.
I didn't act like my option. That's why I came up with the scuba the suits. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you gonna do with a fucking scuba suit?
Okay, so new characters, new draw. Whose turns?
Well, were you two?
Do you stay in?
I would skip my turn because I've been playing every turn, fighting my guy.
Okay, so then it's
I would say I think it's fair for someone else to go.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
A new player replaces them in
4, 5,
well,
6.
yeah, that makes sense.